Hey, so I will be talking about Friday today. As you can see, we had no news on Friday. We had news Thursday, Monday, so that's when we wanted most of our volatility to be present. So today would be presumably a pretty slow day. So let's go ahead and hop onto the charts. Now, what do we see here? Thursday was our second weekly SSMT reversal up to the highs. Took out buy side, dug into that new week opening gap. Now we're sitting up top over here, and as expected, next week we have CPI. We have three heavy news driver days next week, so we can expect Friday to be very chill, I guess, not so volatile. All right, so now let's start out with the analysis. All right, so we will begin on the 1 hour chart. Like always, over here looking up, I guess, at London, we see that um, handle body SMT right here, SMT classic, make a high of London, and then from there we can have a bearish bias going into, well, that's a beginning to a bearish bias going into the New York session, but obviously you have to go down a lower time frame because that doesn't give us anything at all. I see absolutely nothing else. No weekly SMT, nothing. Most of these candles are pretty much the same. I see this guy right here, this candle, that could make a precision breaker, but I'd rather go on a lower time frame to find the same one, just fractal lower time frame breaker instead. So now we're gonna hop down the 15 minute. So taking a look at this, yeah, this shit is chopped, but it is what it is. We gotta make our way through it. So over here we have this high. You can see that 445 took the high on ES, didn't take the high on NQ, and then on the Dow, the body closed above SMT. This is a fractal SMT with the body. So just like on the 1 hour, it's also fractal on the 15. And then that sends price lower. Then we also have this precision candle. You can see it didn't get swept on ES. Didn't get swept on NQ. Got traded through. And then, last but not least, the Dow got retraced to one time over here at 715 and then sent lower. Okay, now that seems like about it. One more thing I did notice is this precision swing point breaker, PSP breaker. So there's this one. Nah, it's not that clean on the Dow, so I'm gonna stick to ES and then Q for it. But pretty much what a PSP breaker is it's the last candle prior to the explosive up move, and it's a precision swing point. You can see right here was, I guess, green on ES, red on black on NQ, and then price gravitated all the way up. And so that's what driven price up to the high here. No, well, yeah, that's what driven price to the high, but later we can use it on the downside to hold price lower, which you can see it did it pretty well right here with the Nasdaq. So anyway, price came down, as you can see, still no SMT. I don't really see anything on the 15 minute, but we're gonna keep going down, trying to figure out what happened during London to just get a better grasp on why we came lower there at that point. Now going down to the 5 minute, let's take a look at what we got here. All right, all right. So Nothing here that I see. Nothing, nothing. All right, no SMT anywhere here. Nothing all clear. Gonna go down to 1 minute. Maybe we had a microcycle. As you can tell, this is very low probability, but you know, we're still reviewing it just to see the potential opportunities that this day could have brought. Down to the microcycle. And then let's take a look at what we got here. All right. So right over here, we can see the SMT. This was the micro SMT at the very high that from earlier came with the 1 hour SMT. So right here, we can see got swept on ES, didn't get swept on NASDAQ, and then got swept on Dow. So that micro SMT along with the 1 hour um, and the 15-minute, I believe they're the 15-minute precision swing point, caused price to gravitate lower and take out the lows that were taken out over here, these lows. Now, the goal of Friday is to get as close as possible to True Week Open, but as the whole point of Friday just for a trace back. But since this week wasn't that explosive and we kind of stayed within the range the entire week, we didn't see price really have a strong pull gravitating back to True Week Open. So we just saw a basic sell side sweep over here and then a reversal. All right, so that's pretty much it in terms of the London. So now we're gonna go ahead and start looking through New York. So what I saw from the 9 a.m. close was a precision swing point on the 1 hour. So as you can see right here, this is a precision swing candle on ES, precision candle on MQ, and then on the Dow, it was precision swing point. So we go ahead and let's just take the low of the wick, I guess. Easier. Oh, that lined up perfectly. Wow. I didn't even expect that. And then obviously this one would be a lot longer. So what do we have to add up for our bullish bias for New York session? Well, number one, we have that 1 hour PSP. So let's go ahead and write that down. Just to remember, I guess, 1 hour PSP. We're going to go down to the 15-minute time frame now. Let's take a look. So there's that 9 a.m. candle close. We hit the bottom of the PSP, and the next one hit CE of it. Let's go ahead and take a look now. The Dow and MQ. Obviously, Dow didn't come back into it right here. Oh, no, right here. It created the PSP, so it didn't come down too early. Right here is 10:30, so the PSP closed right here, and then bam, 10:30. Did it come down into it? Oh, it did. A little bit. Little bit. All right. Um, Now let's take a look for some 15-minute points. Now, so first of all, we took this low on all three, nothing there, nothing there. Now let's look at the bodies, look at the colors. So right here, you can tell this one's black on ES and Q, and over here it's green on Dow. So if we mark this bad boy out, see this. And then obviously the Dow was up there, so that didn't really help us too much, but still pretty nice the way it respected it once it ran through it again. Okay, now let's take a look at the 5 minute time frame, as that seems like it's about it for the 15 minute. So on the 5 minute, right at New York Open, we saw a very simple, classic um, SSMT right here between Q2, Q3. Pretty obvious. But due to the low probability price action from previous, I didn't really trust it too much. And I kind of just uh, held back from trading on my live account. Didn't really take anything this day. Well, I took one small little scalp, and then I got my 100 for the day and left. But anyway, so over here, basic 5 minute SMT, SMT, bam, bam, bam. And then this was our higher time frame SMT, SMT. And then also this closure, once closed, it showed us the 1 hour SMT. So pretty much as this SMT was running away, price was running away, and then they were traced back in at 10:35. We were aware of the 1 hour PSP and the 5 minute, 90 minute, 5 minute chart, 90 minute SMT. So what did we have? We had 1 hour PSP, and we had a 90 minute SMT, which would be our first, actually the first stage. All right. Now, after that, price came down right here, created this 5 minute precision swing point. Let me mark that out for you. There's the 5 minute precision swing point. That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. And then these were two actually precision swing points back to back. And then let's take a look at the down. The down goes up. That will close body below. This one closed below. This one closed above of the PSP. Oh, whoops. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. This one closed above. This one closed on the line. So that's also a Kraken correlation. So pretty much what we see so far, we saw this PSP on the 15, I believe this was 15. Then there was a retracement back into it, along with the first SSMT. It came down, created a PSP, price went higher, retraced back down to this PSP. And then we had our second stage SSMT. This one seems little bit trickier to see, but you know, your eye gets the hang of it. You get used to this shit really easily. Okay, so bam, bam, higher, lower, higher, and then from this point we have two stages. And then that is when we have go time, right? Two stages, and then we go. So our second stage SMT was right here, created. And from this point on, we just went straight up. We also have this 5 minute PSP right here that sent us the go signal. And then from there, it was game time, and we went straight up to the high. This high, quite obvious take on price. I mean, quite obvious target because we have this one here, all this clean, legit, just like a trend line straight up. You see, there's no gaps. There's this gap, but it got traded through. And then on ES, this high is higher than this one, so nothing here at all. It would need to go straight to the top. So beautiful expansion move, straight up to the high. 800 ticks, very handsome. And then the rest of the day trailed off. So yeah, that was the reason for Monday, I mean for Friday. And then this over here, with just a retracement back down, there's there's a little SMT right here, candle body, but we don't have any stages of SSMT, and pretty much the day ended with a retracement, and we can put a fib down to show um, the SMT from the retracements. As you can see, Dow retraced below 0.25. ES went into this point 0.4, 0.30, 0.35 range, and MQ didn't even get to the equilibrium. So there's that. That's what I see. And I am done for Friday. Maybe sooner I'm going to start doing intermarket, SSMT, and stuff like that. But for now, especially for this week was very low probability. Um, I'm not really going to be going too deep into intermarket because it's just a bit unnecessary. And it's fine, like it's good, but in terms of me making a video, it would take much longer for me to put up six charts and all that. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned quite a bit and understand why Friday did what it did. So thank you. Have a great day.